My name is Adrian Chang, Director of Customer Programs for Oracle Marketing Cloud. I'm delighted to be joined by Edwin Choi, the VP of Marketing at Mobovida, a Markie winner for Best Emerging Company Program. Edwin, how are you today?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Thank you for taking a few minutes to sit down with me. I think it would be great for us to recap your experience with the Markies, being a winner in the previous year. So why don't you actually start by telling us a little bit about your role and a little bit about Mobovida.
Sure. A little bit about Mobovida. We are a vertically integrated cell phone accessory brand, and we also own and operate the leading online retail site for cell phone accessories, CellularOutfitter.com. And my role at the company is the VP of Marketing. So marketing, merchandising, business intelligence, and purchasing currently rolls up to me. And what I'm trying to do is always putting the company in the best position to grow, right? So as VP of Marketing, I oversee all of the digital marketing initiatives, how the site performs, on-site conversion rates, and the inflow of products on site, and making sure that customers have the best experience possible.
Excellent, thank you. So this sit-down is really about the Markie Awards and your experience and what has happened since your epic win last year. So take us back. Talk to me about how you prepared your submission for last year's Markie Award.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story. We got the forms, and I sat down together with Kenny Smith-Natick, who's our Director of Retention Marketing, and we booked up a restaurant reservation at a nearby restaurant, and we said, all right, let's go through 2 to 3 hours, no interruptions, no other meetings, and let's talk about how we're going to prepare for these awards. And what we did was that we gathered a lot of empirical data. So in working with Oracle, specifically with Responsys, we talked about our most successful campaigns. We talked about some of the innovative things that we've done and what that actually did to the numbers. And we gathered a lot of these charts, the analytics, the analysis, the data points, and we utilized them as kind of the key driver for these submissions. We wanted the numbers to be there because obviously the proof is in the pudding, and numbers tell a lot of the story, and we wanted the rest of the submission to revolve around those numbers. So when anyone's looking at those submissions, they're like, okay, not only do I see the story and the journey, but I also see the profound impact that the campaigns had on the business and also for our customers.
No, and that's great. And so, talk me through some of the experiences you were able to deliver to your customers and your team, and what motivated you and the team to really submit. Why was last year the ideal time for you to submit and win in your first try?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were very excited to share some of the things that we've done, including real-time triggers in terms of messaging, API integration with Oracle Responsys, and getting very specific user behaviors and having personalized messages for that user on a one-to-one basis. We were ultimately motivated with the fact that, hey, we've done quite a few innovative things. We would just like to share it with the community. So maybe another company who is looking to hit that 20-30% growth curve in their fiscal year, they'll be motivated by our submission, and they'll be saying to themselves, well, Mobovida is not a huge company. We have about 106 employees right now, but they've been scrappy and they've been able to drive some of this growth. And hopefully that serves as inspiration and spark for other Oracle Responsys users and other users of the Oracle Marketing Cloud. And also, one other key motivation is just quite simply, I'm an extremely competitive person. I like winning and I like competition. That sort of filters down to the rest of the company culture and the team, and I think that streak is something that's very, very critical, especially when you're in e-commerce where every day is like a war zone. It's very brutal. So that sense of competition was definitely a helping factor as well.
That's great, Edwin. I like to play tennis in my spare time and hate losing, so I think we both share that. You hit on something really important around culture, and so it would be great to hear you talk about how the culture within your organization has changed since you won the Markie, and how modern marketing has changed for you since your experience last year and all the accomplishments that you've been able to deliver for your customers.
Yeah, after we won the Markie Award, we were very surprised and pleasantly surprised that basically a lot of people have heard of us and our accomplishments. And this really even stems from the interviews that we had afterward. As we were interviewing talent, many of them mentioned that they wanted to work with a team that was able to win this award, was able to do these things with Oracle, was able to kind of push the envelope on what's possible in the realm of digital marketing. And in terms of the company culture, I think it just really reinforced that the path that we have in gaining those incremental wins and testing every single campaign that we have and being extremely data-driven, and it made it a lot stronger. And not to say that it wasn't strong before, but it's definitely the cherry on top when you're grinding through 50, 60, 70 A/B tests through Responsys, that all of this hard work accumulated in these really good results, as well as this award, which is a symbol of how well the team has been able to execute, and I'm extremely, extremely proud of them.
No, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. It sounds like last year was a really momentous year for you and the team. So give us a little glimpse as to what's in store for the future. How are you looking to continue to push the envelope and innovate the experience for your customers?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be integrating our BI data stack and our on-site analytics tools, as well as some proprietary analytics tools that we've developed in-house, and we're going to be integrating that even more closely with the suite of software that we have with Oracle. And as we send you guys more data points, we're going to have more specific cohorts to test. We're going to have much more personalized emails moving forward. We're undergoing a complete renovation of our email program right now in 2017 that we're very excited about. And ultimately what we want to do is we want customers to be delighted when they open campaigns from us. We want them to say, hey, I really understand what this company is trying to do. That's exactly what I had in mind. I didn't even realize I wanted to buy this. And in terms of fiscal performance, that's obviously going to transfer to even greater growth. We're hoping to double up and perform a double-double, which is we doubled last year in 2016. We hope to double again in 2017. And that's going to really come about by just doing what we're doing, but doing it at a much greater scale and continuing to be very creative as to what we're able to achieve. So right now we're crafting an internal search abandonment email with Responsys. That's something that is very easy to do with the platform, and we're able to do that relatively quickly. And someone who is performing a site search on site, but they get distracted and they abandon, they're going to get another email with exactly what they searched for, and hopefully they're like, hey, that's what I wanted. I got distracted. I'm going to complete my transaction now. So that's just one example.
Oh, that's great. So it sounds like the spirit and the culture within the organization is now coming through the campaigns that you're delivering to customers, and that there is a focus on performance, and that we were able to provide the technology and resource in order to help you get there. So that's great. So congratulations, Edwin, on the great success, and to you and the team. We have a number of customers within Oracle and the Oracle Marketing Cloud who have yet to participate in the Markies and submit a nomination. And so what advice would you give any of our customers who are looking to submit for the first time?
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I would do is definitely block out some time to think about your submission. So over the course of a year, there's so many campaigns that are flying through the air. There's a lot that's going on. Spend 1 to 2 hours brainstorming and compiling a list of your most creative campaigns, or simply the campaigns that you're proudest of. And once you have that, drill down into the data. Talk about the results and outline how that affected the business, how that affected your growth. And afterwards, use those numbers as the core pillar for telling the story. Like, tell the story about how this campaign came about. Was it your dedication to the customer experience? Was it your dedication to being extremely data-driven? Use that as a plot for your storyline. And if your submission can tell a compelling and rich story, then you're likely going to have a good chance.
Hey, that's great advice. That's great advice. Well, Edwin, thanks for taking the time to sit down with me. For more information about Markie Awards, please check out markie-awards.com. All the best to you and Edwin for the rest of the year.
Thanks for taking the time to talk with us.